some unfortunate things that happen in sports. I mean, some very, very unfortunate things that happen in sports. And yeah, normally I come on with the crew, and I will be coming on. We will be coming on and going live this pregame. We'll have the pregame show this Friday. My co-host, the host of this channel, EJ 504, and the boys, the groups. You know what I'm saying? We're the gang. We'll be going live for the Green Bay Packers game. But I had to bring up this story that hit the NFL waves, that hit the NFL waves. Aqib Talib, former Buccaneers and former Denver Broncos, several other teams that he has played for. This guy, brother, shot up. Shot the coach up, you know what I'm saying, in a Pee-wee league, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Welcome, and more welcome to all the brothers and sisters that watch the podcast, the baddest sports show in the Deep South. This is Everett 504, one of the co-hosts for the baddest sports show in the Deep South. I'm breaking topic today. It's not about the Saints. It's not about the New Orleans Pelicans. It's about young people. It's about coaches. It's about family. It's about are we ridiculously, crazy when it comes down to Pee-wee sports? And it just saddens me. And it just this has been going on for a very long time. It just happened to be a high profile parent. It has happened to be a guy that's related to a former NFL star. So that's what makes this a big deal. But this has been happening because, yes, I'm a former head coach myself. I work, I had the opportunity years ago coaching in Nord. I coached Nord in Nord football. I had the opportunity to coach Jacoby Jones, who used to play for the Baltimore Ravens, and several other great young men that came out of Nord, the Nord system. Squeaky Johnson, who was point guard for UAB, wound up playing for the New Orleans Hornets. Also, Dwayne Mitchell. That young man wound up playing. He got an opportunity to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I can go on. Milton Brown, who played for the Auburn Tigers. So I have a pedigree in the background of working with young people. Being able to talk about this serious situation as parents. Do you think parents are doing the most? And I believe they are. They get too much involved into their children to the point where coaches can barely coach their kids. Some of their kids may not be ready at that time, but they want their kids to be ready. A lot of these, these people are playing through their children. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that are playing through their children, and they get very emotional at these football games. Very emotional, and it's damaging to the communities. Now, Aqib Talib Brother, they had it was a Pee-wee game, and he got into it with the coach. I don't know what stirred this into the point where he would shoot the coach. I don't know what got him that angry to the point where he would shoot and chose violence. Rather than take your son off the football team, rather than take whoever you who are participating, take them off the football team. But you put all the children in danger. You put all the innocent children and parents in danger because of your ego. You're a knock. And there's many knocks out there. Many knocks. And some people believe that my brother got a chance to play. I didn't get an opportunity to play, so I'm going to play through my children. That's what it's a sad thing to embarrass your brother like that. His brother had such a great career. Anybody know Aqib Talib? He's had such a beautiful career, but you always get that one brother. You always get that one brother in your family, that one family member that seems to cut up, that seems to disrespect the whole thing. In New Orleans, Louisiana, where I'm from, born and raised, and coaching under Nord, it can get real rough being a coach. And coaching, sometimes you're dealing with single mothers. Sometimes you're dealing with two-parent family. Sometimes you're dealing with a person that may be taking over for a kid who does not have a family. But you get parents out there who get into it, and we love them to participate. You love them to show appreciation for their children, but some of them get too involved. And there's many times they have had many fights in the past, many fighting the coach, fighting the referees. This have happened many times in the past. And I'm telling you, this is getting worse and worse. I don't know what days we are going through, but people are making it about themselves. And these young people, they are getting the bad end of the story. The young people, how could they learn how to be a productive citizen? How could they learn how to be a productive citizen? How could they learn how to play fair in the community? How could they learn how to lose? And how could they learn how to win when we got parents that can't control themselves? We have parents out there who cannot control their self. There's a man that is dead right now because a parent could not control himself. Some of the football coaches, I have seen football coaches get into it with the referees because they didn't like a call, and they have fist fight the referees. We have to soon ask ourselves who is the adults in situations, because we can't control ourselves, and the children are the ones who hurt when we make it about ourselves. When we make it about ourselves, only the children hurts. Remember to subscribe to the baddest sports show in the Deep South podcast. New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, Tulane Greenway podcast. Please follow us, because we're going to talk about uncomfortable things that you probably don't like to talk about, but we're going to talk about it. And this is one of the things that I wanted to address, because I can sit here and actually say that I've been in situations. I was a coach myself. And this is supposedly happened in Texas. And we know Texas love football. Texas is the mecca of football. Texas love their football. But how far are we taking it? What examples are we giving to the youth? You have to ask yourself that. I remember having my own sons playing in SYFA in Slidell, Louisiana. And, one of my sons played for the Voodoo, and one of my sons played for the Cardinals. And I coached the Titans. I coached my youngest son, at the time, before we had our youngest, with the Titans. And I could sit here and tell you it was rough out there. I mean, parents were very passionate. They were very supportive, but they were nasty. They were out there heckling the coaches, cursing, being disrespectful. You're wondering why the youth are the way that they are. They get it from their parents. This is what they get it from. This is the example. But you're wondering why your children end up in bad situations because you are the reflection of your children. They get it from you. Some of you ratchet as parents. And excuse me, and I have to say this. Some of you are some ratchet ass parents. And it doesn't matter what color of skin you are. Some of you guys are the worst. And I seen this on both ends of the park. I seen white people. I seen black people. They just cannot handle these youth sports. And some of their kids are not ready. Some of their kids are not as good as the other kids. And they force their hands on the coaches. Shame on you. And these are the things that we got to talk about. This podcast is not just about the good times and the bad times of the New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans. We talk high school football. We talk about Park Lead because it starts at the lower parts. Pop Warner. It starts there. And if these young people are going to be productive, we have to understand that we cannot interfere into what they're doing. You had your time. A lot of you guys have had your time. Stop messing it up for your children. And that's what some people are doing. They're messing it up for their youth. For the youth. But I'd like to thank you guys. I just wanted to bring you guys up. Aqib Talib's brother has allegedly shot and killed a coach, fatally killed a coach in Texas. You can look up the story. You can actually Google the story. They actually have the video out. I can't put the video out on my channel because I do not want to have a strike against my channel. So if you guys would like to go check it out, just Google it. It's right on Google. You can actually see the video. So please subscribe, hit the like buttons, share the video. Make sure that you all participate. If you're a New Orleans Saints fan, if you're a New Orleans Pelican fan, if you are anything Louisiana sports, please subscribe to the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. I want to thank you guys. I know I'm early, so I won't have too many people that show up. And you guys can also remember, that's what the replay is all about. You heard me. I love you, Louisiana.